have come here. You have seen our secrets. For this, you must pay the price. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere. The Abyss is
What is this power? I've never seen it before. Careful! Please don't get cocky! Born of ice and frost. I missed a spot.
decimate. All life will perish.
Access denied.
This power, it seems familiar. I see. In that case,
What a tough battle! Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the... Huh? What is it? What are you... Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now.
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss. Though I have had my suspicions. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way! We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up.
Let's go! A rare opportunity? With Dane helping out, maybe we'll be able to solve more mysteries about the Abyss.
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot, too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be searching for such ordinary objects. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object to take back to the ruins. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the abyss, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire Abyss Order. One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation. Or rather, these Abyss mages likely fear something else much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is...
All right.
Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of ruin guards roaming around too.
There are no coincidences in the world, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guard. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
Branches? Roots?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Khaenri'ah? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over... Oh. Speaking of Oh! Right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. Huh? You have memories of being there, but...
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you...
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your sister from within that meteorite.
It seems your sister woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Kanria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tevat?
The destruction of Conria? She said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did, because she woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Kanria. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Kanria. Am I right?
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few months. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Liyue, but you told Paimon they were useless. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your sister? Oh, yeah! You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
I probably know more about Kanria than both of you. Kanria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was the pride of humankind.
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed by gods.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Kanria. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we continue our search.
Over there! It's more ruin guards. Dane was just saying how these... So, did Conria...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago. These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Kanria.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought...
Fought for with steel and blood?
After the destruction of Kanria, these masterless... They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time.
That sounds so sad. Yeah.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the...
I must leave notes. Born of icy frost. Someone needs assistance. Leave it all to me. Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring glory to Her Highness the Princess.
What? Is it?
Loom of Fate, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate weaving? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, so Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven.
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, but
It would seem so.
this whole thing keeps getting more complicated.
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the...
Oh boy. no one knows where the first field tiller is. How about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to...
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animal Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animal Archon! And actually, the Animal Archon is... Ugh, never mind!
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend... When a I have never... That's enough of...
Okay, then...
I should warn you about one thing. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have. Also,
I'll catch up.
Honorary Knight. But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about some...
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? A long time. Nearly every member of the church in the church's
Of course!
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just...
Other strange stories? Not...
The Tyrant's final fury!
Oh, this many, many years ago.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. Right. Perhaps it was Anyway, this...
It's okay.
There's that pointless...
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the...
Right. We'll go...
Oh, but please everyone, be...
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway?
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andrias.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
No touching! Dumpty Dumpty Go! Born of ice and frost.
The closer we get to the target, the more...
Yeah, let's go.
I'm...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around gods. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them.
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief.
Up, there he goes. What a strange man. Yeah, at the rite of dissension in Leah.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Rosaria told it.
Then your help is great. I just scouted out all of... Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order.
Regardless, what... Honorary Knight, please... This god's spirit... Okay, be careful.
welcome here.
So, you claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of... If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past.
What the heck is this ceremony? Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No matter how many... Bow before the abyss! Was interrupted. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter.
It disappeared again.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. But still...
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then...
Thank you. In the future, my claws must... You smell danger?
No, we heard about the danger. Besides coming to help... excuse us, Mr. Wolf Guide?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. It entered into my proving ground by accident, but it could not think, only fight. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could...
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even
Fireballs? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the... It's sounds like the first one was way stronger, but in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know.
Yes, you were a big help. We need to keep investigating something super important.
Yes, I smell. You too. All.
That was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane. Dane, there you are.
I saw her as both the line, if I'm not, but back to. I see. Well then,
Huh?
that information for example, the old. Exactly. The strange story told to you by the.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So after it was then, whenever anyone got close, pew pew. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too. We. This is it, right? Ooh, so what huh?
This requires using element. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the
Prototype? Paimon.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must, no matter where we may.
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves.
What? Destroy it? That's well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier.
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Leave it all to me.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh,
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled
You are just as vexatious as ever, Danesley. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Oh, and something far more than we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers from...
It is your words that forever... Time to silence!
someone needs assistance.
Bow before the abyss!
Born of ice and frost. Boing, boing, boom!
Abyssal roar!
As a good knight should.
So roar!
I'll catch up.
The abyss shall rise. Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your sister?
Ether. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your sister knows Dane?
Lumine, we meet again.
What's going on here?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same and you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only... and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon...
Home. Yes. Of course. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I... So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Uh-huh. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Oh. First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister Princess. It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the throne. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. And Dane is... So that's why your sister said that. But if the also... How come, after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? Yeah, You're right. Then we can't. Our journey's not over. If your sister wants you, come on, traveler. Let's go.